Gang, look, when we thought we heard it all, man, well, we haven't, man. They done put a hit out on Charleston White, and they done fumbled the motherfucking bag. I mean, I don't know how, and I don't know what to make them fumble that bag like that. Yes, but before we dive into this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, gang, and let's dive right into it, man. Make sure you share this video on all your social media platforms, too. Let's get into it.
If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Now, before I get into the demonstration, what I would like to do is I would like to show y'all the actual video, the footage, right? And after showing y'all this video, we're gonna break this whole demonstration down as to, why would somebody want to harm Charleston White down there in 5th Ward? What happened before, the shooting and all that old type of stuff. We're going to break it all the way down. But before I do that, I want to show y'all the video. Check it out.
You ain't talking about me. Hey. Yeah, I showed up by myself in your hood. Y'all want to protect this whole ass nigga. Same way that sick ass nigga, y'all want to protect this whole ass.
Now, as you can see, if you pay close attention to the video, we can assume that, hey, something happened. And whatever it was that happened before the initial shot, you can see Charleston White, he in that car, and you can tell how the car is driving that they trying to get away. They trying to get up out of there. Now, at that time, I don't know if any pistols was drawn and anything like that, but whatever happened, Charleston White and whoever was driving that Benz, they was trying to get up out of there. And as you've seen, as they got further on down the block, somebody busted them. It wasn't they tried to Swiss cheese the thing up or whatever, but they popped at them. Now, I can only assume, right, in my mind, that the person that popped at him didn't draw their weapon on him, because if they did, we possibly would have seen them chasing the vehicle, trying to shoot at them and all that. We didn't see that right there. It appears that as soon as they got down a little bit, that somebody bust their gun. And they didn't try to gun the vehicle up. It was just one shot. Now, so one might ask, what started all this, right? Well, according to...
Hey, I feel what he's saying, gang, and I understand totally what he's saying, right? At the end of the day, that's all it takes to end a person's life, man. Don't get it twisted. That's all it takes to end a person's life. One shot, man. One shot. It don't need to be a switch. It don't need to be none of that shit. It could be one shot that'll get rid of a man like Charleston White, in his early age. Now, I understand. Don't get it twisted. I definitely understand everything everybody said about Charleston. Yo, he got it coming, man. He had this hit. He was cooking this up. He was cooking this up for himself, man. Karma was, was beating at his door. I can understand all that. I really could. But at the end of the day, you got to know when to be right and when to be wrong. And I ain't talking about him. Not my brother, hood educated. Shout out to hood educated. But I'm talking about the shooters. The niggas that done the shooting at Charleston White. You got to know when to be right and you got to know when to be wrong. You see, sometimes everything you do ain't for the right reason. Everything you think you doing, my nigga, ain't beneficial. That's not helping you. It ain't helping you land no motherfucking beneficial long-term goal or longevity career plan, gang. What you trying to do is get rid of another person. What you trying to do is take a man out of the game who y'all really hate on, because honestly, he come with so much game, and the game he come with is really popping, because it's popular on the streets right now, because a lot of people is talking about the drama, the negativity amongst the black community. You feel me? How the black community treating each other, how we hate against each other, how we go against each other. You feel me? How we can't even protect each other. Everybody talking about that now, right? But I hear a lot of people say that he gonna get what he deserves because of the way he's bringing it to black people, the way he's addressing the problem, you know. And I feel like, yo, okay, that's understandable. If you got a problem with how he addressing the situation, how he handling it, then yeah, you know, by all means, peacefully pull him to the side. Now, don't ever get it twisted. Sometimes a lot of people be like, Charleston White ain't peaceful. He talk a lot of shit. Yeah, that's that he do. We gotta get it. You know? But for the most part, man, he be spitting game. For the most part, gang, we ain't really never seen him harm nobody outside of people that's trying to harm him. We ain't never really seen it. I ain't really seen it. I ain't seen him just attacking people out there. I see him verbally slandering people, fake characters that they got. You know, I see him verbally slandering characters of these people that call themselves thugs and street villains and goons out there. I see that daily. You know what I'm saying? And I see not only him, but a lot of other people do. Like they do it too. They do it too. But at the end of the day, you know, so I don't think there's no reason to shoot at Charleston though. Like I said, Charleston been through ups and downs, and that's why we're gonna see him packing them guns in his videos, man. Shout out to Charleston White for packing them guns and protecting his family. See, because living in this lane of career that we dealing with, you get haters like that. You get niggas who want to shoot at your whip and shit. Only because you popping knowledge, only because they done tested your nuts and they done told you to come down here. Why don't you see if you about that bad shit? Now, word is that he was going to another female's party. Right, he was invited to a female's party, a woman he know, you know, older chick he know, older lady. Now, right out the gate, we're gonna expect this lady to be smooth because yeah, she an OG. She probably got her shit together, whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? To me, I don't know, because the party that he's invited to just so happened to be hosted at one of J Prince clubs. You feel me? Is at one of J Prince clubs. Yeah, y'all already know how Charleston been at J Prince. He been on him for a minute. Everybody know this. So, you know, right out the gate, I get to thinking like, damn, did Shorty set him up? Did Shorty set Charleston up? You feel what I'm saying? Like, hopefully we can find out. Let's dive.
To Charleston White, he was going to Candace Matthews' party. For those of you who don't know who Candace Matthews is, she's an internet personality, call herself Dr. Matthews, and she deal with a lot of, you know, things that go on, injustices that go on in the community down there in Houston. She helping with the kids. You know, if you happen to get shot by the police and they trying to do your investigation wrong, if you trying to be on some racist type stuff against black people, you can expect Candace to be there. You understand what I'm saying? So she's an internet personality, but not only that, I will call her a community activist as well. And she got a good record. You know, I can't say nothing bad about Candy Matthews from my viewpoint and what I done researched about her. Now, she's throwing this party. Charleston White goes to the party. The party is at James Prince Senior's Club down there in his neighborhood, 5th Ward. Now, as soon as I heard that, I thought to myself, Charleston White, like, you know, I'm real crazy about Prince. You've been talking crazy. I'm talking about real disrespectful. And you went to his club in his hood. To me, that right there is not, you're not, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Because you playing with your life when you do stuff like that. Because here it is now, everybody know that Jay Prince is a gangster. Everybody know that he got the whole 5th Ward behind him. So for you to go down there, no pistols, no security, no nothing, Charleston White was playing.
I don't necessarily think he playing with his goddamn life. I mean, he would have been a bitch if he didn't go down there that way. You know, they would have made him into a bitch and that would have made him look bad. After all the shit Big Charleston done talk, you mean to tell me you ain't gonna go down there? You ain't gonna go down there, nigga. You gotta show up. Definitely after you said you gotta, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna pop up. You got to go down there now, gang. So, OG, I can understand the camera too. He had to pop up. He had to. And it's okay though. You know, OG is right though. Yeah, he playing with his life, but you got to think about it, fellas and ladies. When you out here and you got a reputation, a whole gang, your reputation mean everything, right? Charleston White reputation mean everything to him. I don't care how you look at it. His reputation mean everything. And at the end of the day, once y'all start recognizing that, that's why he do the things he do out here, man. That's why he do the things he do out here, because he know he's still gonna glitter, glam, and shine inside of this internet world. Right? It's all entertainment, right? Because this is an entertainment industry, and that's what he do. Charleston White is great at entertaining. That's what he do. That's his job. And I don't think nobody's surpassing him right now, you feel me, in the YouTube world, because that's what he great at. Like, gang, he great at it. He done made ways. He done made rooms where others can't make room at. You know, he done been on platforms that others dream about being on it. You know, others can't yet achieve or fathom how he got there. But at the end of the day, I feel like Charleston White, you know, he really know what he's doing. I don't think none of this would have played out any more gradual than it did, because at the end of the day, he know how to play them cards correct. He know the moves to make. He know exactly who to tempt with and who to play with. You feel me? But the message he's kicking out, that's the real shit though. You know, like the other day, somebody said they had a problem with him at a club or whatever, whatnot, and he was calling people drunks and this, that, and the other. You feel me? And I'm like, yo, he talking about black people be drunks, they belligerent, this, that, and the other shit. A lot of times, gang, the people at the club, they do be belligerent. They be all out their body. They can't control their emotions. They ready to fight. They ready to get all beside themselves, gang. And then you got to understand that, like, damn, hold up. This what I'm around? Or this is what they compare me to? Or this is what, you feel me, people look at me as? You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to view yourself the way the world view you, gang. And when you start doing that, you start recognizing a whole different life. Yeah. Y'all think Charleston really care about that? No, he care about his message that he getting out here. I do understand that, but I definitely get what the OG saying. I definitely get what Hood Educated saying. Shout out to Hood Educated. But you got other folks who gonna feel like that. Damn, Charleston playing with himself though. You know, like it's cats who gonna feel like that. And the whole time he just doing what he gotta do. The whole time, low key though, like that's crazy though, y'all. I'm
playing with his life, and he need to be happy that he left with his life. Because had they did him dirty, they could have rocked him all the way to sleep. They could have just said, look, don't do nothing to him. Be cool. Let him party. Let him get high. Let everything die down. And we know what car in. As soon as he try to leave, we gonna tear the whole car up, or we just gonna get him before he even get in the car. You see what I'm saying? They could have did him dirty. And that's what leads me to believe that I don't believe that Jay Prince sent anybody to do anything to him. I don't believe that right there. And the reason why I don't believe it is because of two things, right? For one, if you're going to send somebody to do something to Charleston White, you're going to have to go and knock him down. You're going to have to go and put him up under that ground. You're going to have to. Because if you don't, these are the things that can happen. Charleston White talking about telling the FBI that James Prince sent some guys down there to shoot at him. Check it out.
Niggas in Houston. I'm still in Houston, hoe ass niggas. Let me tell you niggas something. You bitch ass niggas in Fifth Ward saying I didn't come by myself. I came with a bulldagger, nigga, a lesbian. Hellcat. I came by myself because it was Dr. Candace Matthews' birthday. Listen, say my nigga, let me tell you niggas something. I got a secret recording that I'm sending to the FBI. I got names of the shooter. Not only that, I done sent it to Say TV. I done sent it to DJ Academics. I done sent it to Aiden Ross. Jay Prince is busted, nigga. Me and you niggas trying to act like I didn't show up by myself, no police in sight. You mean to tell me niggas shot at me and the police on every corner? Stop lying, bitch ass niggas. I'm still in the age too, nigga. I'm gonna be out and about tonight, nigga. I'm still in the H, nigga, showing this town, nigga. I done been to LA. I done been to Chicago. I done been to Houston. I done been everywhere where I done said fuck something and fuck somebody, nigga. I'm a god to you niggas. Nigga. For real though.
Now, I won't take it and say that Jay Prince didn't send nobody. Let's be real. If Jay Prince run Houston like everybody say he do, why wouldn't he be able to? We all just witnessed what took place with All-Star JR. Yes, we all did. We all witnessed what took place with All-Star JR and Ben 10. And who they was down there with? They was down there with Jay Prince Jr. You understand what I'm saying? And then we all know the story behind Jay Prince Jr. We know how far that rabbit hole goes. So why would we want to even, you know what I'm saying, play in that lane? At the end of the day, we can believe that Jay Prince would have had something and had this done. You know what I'm saying? He run down there, he run Houston. You know, that's his stilo, that's his stomping ground. That's where he lies here. When you speak to everybody all around the world, they all scared of Jay. They all talk about Texas. They all talk about how he run everything down there, right? So at the end of the day, why can't we say that he sent them and tried to have that hit on Charleston carried out? You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because at the end of the day, a lot of this shit is far-fetched. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of this shit is far-fetched. You know, Jay Prince Sr. be involved in a lot of shit. He be involved in so much shit, gang, you'd be shocked. Let me fix this. He be involved in so much shit, you'd be shocked how much shit he do. And by the time you find out, he done some more shit and covered it up and had it covered up because he got all these special connections and resources. And at the end of the day, I think time is sort of winding down because everybody is catching on to the gig. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is catching on to whatever he doing out there. You know, people are starting to put it together like, wait, he got so much pull over here, gang. He could do this, he could do that, you know. So, but Charleston White, like he said, he do go everywhere, my nigga, every city, my town, your town. He go to Chicago, he go to where the killers at, and he say, fuck these niggas. And at the end of the day, he leave out that motherfucker. He able to leave out that bitch without a scratch, you understand me? Now, all of a sudden, you feel me, you get to where, or he leave out that motherfucker, he leave out busting somebody here, he poking somebody with the damn pig poker, you understand me? He been moving strategic, and I mean strategic in his way, in his form and shape. You understand? It's not, you know, understandable to nobody else, but at the end of the day, he have been moving strategic in a way that he want to move. And y'all been hating on that. A lot of people out there, you feel me? Like they've been hating on that. Why? I don't know. You know, and they telling me, look, gang, you gonna get yourself in this. This gonna happen to you. This is gonna take place. Well, no, if he keeps standing around goofies like y'all who casting them spells on him, telling him that these things is gonna get carried out or get carried on, you feel me? Or somebody gonna set him up or backdoor him, then, you know, and if he choose to get nervous, then that's different, but he don't. Y'all see what he did? He kept going buying more guns, gang. He wasn't playing. Yeah. He wasn't playing. He was not playing, man. For real, he wasn't playing. You understand? So let's carry on, though.
I'm a real life prophet, and I walk amongst the people where the people can touch me, nigga. I was there 3-4 hours. It ain't nothing but a misdemeanor assault to punch at me, to hit me in the head, to sock me in the mouth. It ain't nothing but a misdemeanor assault. It's a misdemeanor assault, nigga, to sock me up. You niggas scared of a misdemeanor? Mob time, acting like I didn't come to Fifth Ward today by myself. Me and the lesbian, the bulldog, Hellcat, me and my nigga Hellcat, pulled up at the Nickel. I didn't know Jay Prince owned the Nickel, my nigga. I swear to God, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have went had I known that. But I went into the lion's den, nigga. Came out untouched. I don't give a fuck which one of you niggas mad at me, nigga. I showed up in y'all town knowing the dangers. I showed up in your hood knowing the dangers. But I can't wait. In the morning, I will release the details of the shooter, the name of the nigga who is Jay Prince's right-hand man that came and talked to me. It's some niggas in Fifth Ward who don't like James Prince that came and gave up all the information on you, James. I've already sent it over to the FBI, James.
Charleston White is a well-known snitch. Charleston White don't have no qualms about telling people that, hey, man, if you do something to me, I'm...
Hold it. Now, why he gotta be a snitch? Because he telling the truth, and he said he's sending a goddamn video to the FBI. That look, y'all knew he was a goddamn civilian. That don't mean now he a snitch, man. Listen, that shit is old. Now that part we gotta stop right there, because at the end of the day, everybody can't keep talking about the same story. He a snitch. We know that shit already. It's 1,000 niggas that snitching right now. Half of the rap game is snitching OG. I ain't gonna lie to you. So for you to tell me another OG snitching, I don't know. I really, at the end of the day, don't have the rap game snitching, man. And these bitch ass niggas get loved now. These hoe ass niggas, they get, you know, walked back into the game. They get walked back into the limelight of the streets like it's that. You know what I mean? But we want to do old Charleston dirty just because he, come on, gang. He told y'all this is what he did. He did what Scott Walker and Donald Trump said. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do exactly, and I'm going to do it. And y'all voted for him and then allowed it. That's the only thing that happened, gang. I don't understand shit sometimes. I really don't. I don't be understanding this shit sometimes, because at the end of the day, no, I don't think he a snitch. I think he just participating in what he want to participate in. See, everybody got a title and a label for something, G. I can't really label and title that. You know what I'm saying, for that, and I really don't. You know, the shit crazy. I think he just doing a favor for a favor, a trade for a trade. If they shot at him, he trading them back. Because at the end of the day, it sounded like, yeah, that was some Jay Prince shit, nigga. We all know that Jay Prince know the lady party it was. We definitely know that. You feel me? Definitely if the party was being hosted, Jay Prince shit. So obviously, Jay Prince had to know who all was attending the party, gang. Right there. Let's start there, man. He had to know who all was attending the party. You understand what I'm saying? And that bitch told him. Candy, whatever the bitch name is, she told him, man. Now she can play like she don't know what Charleston has said and all this extra ass shit, but I don't think that's the case. Now OG know this, hood educated know this, but at the end of the day, we can't sit here and play like we don't know this nigga. You know, that bitch told Jay Prince who all finna be coming to the party. Charleston White gonna be here. I invited him. Oh yeah, I got some words for that nigga. He said some shit about me. Blase, whoop, you already know how this goes. I gotta do too much explaining, right? So at the end of the day, once that happened, y'all already know how it go. Charleston pulled up, and motherfuckers started trying to keep tabs on him. Where he at? What block he on? Who he with? Okay, boom. Let's see if we know the people. You feel me? Let's make sure. Yeah. That's how they kept tabs on him, gang. Simple, easy math. That one you ain't had to really bust your head to figure that out. You ain't really had to bust your head to figure that one out. Like, gang, that was a back door right there. That's what it sounded like to me. That was a back door. Drum roll, please. Yeah, back door. I mean, and sometimes you got to watch out for shit like this. Definitely dealing in this world, dealing in the stream world, the internet world. You feel me? Definitely when you're moving around, I'll be hearing a lot of people like, yeah, we get to travel, we doing this. That's cool too, because you do get to experience a lot. You do get to see that it's a lot more to life than just the hometown you in or just where you at, right? At that moment, right? Guaranteed. You know, no shit. That's cool. But, you know, take it. So, also, you got the haters around us that'll be trying to get you jabbed out. That'll be trying to get your life took. That'll be trying to get you spilled over. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a scary sight. Yeah, that's a scary sight. At the end of the day, I feel like, man, shit, Charleston, man, God got him. The angels got him even tougher. He got to keep his head up, but you know what I'm saying? Just stay away from them suckers. Stay out the cities. Fuck them parties. But hey, Charleston, the OG, he been here long enough, man. withstood some battles. He done did a whole bunch of shit, man, a whole bunch of ass kicking. You know, probably took a lot of ass whoopings. I doubt it. I don't think he, you know, he would have ran and got that poke on you. You feel me? That pig poke. I don't think you want to feel that right there, I don't think so, but you know, Jay Prince, man, hopefully they playing it smooth because them Prince boys, they've been in a lot of bullshit. And you mean to tell me the FBI ain't already on them or something? Like, damn, like why ain't nobody already on their ass? A whole bunch of shit taking place with their ass right now. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy.
I'm gonna tell on you. I'm gonna call the police and all this old type of stuff. So that's why I just can't entertain in my mind that Jay Prince would send somebody to play games with him. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe that he'll send somebody to try to, you know, intimidate him and stuff like that, knowing what Charleston White is going to do. I believe that if he was going to send somebody, that they was going to be sent to kill Charleston White. And that's just my personal opinion. I don't see him sending somebody there, hey man, why don't you tell him to apologize to me and stuff like that. I don't see him doing that right there. Now, the second reason that I don't believe that he would send somebody at Charleston White is this right here. Being that it was at his club. This is James Prince club that Charleston White was at. To have Charleston White killed at his club, that right there would shine a light on him. James Prince don't need that. I mean, look, the Fed's been trying to get James Prince forever. He's highly intelligent. Highly intelligent. Whether you like him or not, he's highly intelligent. He understands.
No, the fuck he ain't. That nigga doing his bitch. Real time, look. Take it right there. At the end of the day, his son them still doing shit out here, right? His son them is still terrorizing the streets. They getting into it with people. They ain't really terrorizing the streets. Let me take that back. Them boys ain't really terrorizing the streets. They ain't putting no pressure or no work in the streets game. That's it. Them niggas ain't doing shit, man. Jay Prince Jr., he chasing somebody else, bitch. And the other boy, I don't know what the fuck he doing, man. His name never get brought up. At the end of the day, all I know is, though, they is making too much motherfucking noise and it's negative. It ain't for the right reason. All the noise they making is negative noise, gang. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Right? So when you get to thinking about it like, damn, you know, yeah, he might hold a lot of power up there. I'm sure a lot of people hold a lot of power a lot of places, right? But does that matter? No, it depends on what you're using that power for. Because if you're using that power to go against people or you're using that power to turn other people against people, gang, you better believe motherfuckers gonna spin their head around on you real quick on my mama and make it 180 or 360 quick and do you something right. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna do you something bogus. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. At the end of the day, though, I think Jay Prince, yeah, he overstepped his boundaries too many times and he allowed his kids to overstep their boundaries. You understand? Yeah, I believe he allowed them to overstep their boundaries sometimes. I believe he do. You know, he take it, and I don't think he say enough. I don't think he do that. He do what regular black motherfuckers do. They don't say enough. They don't speak up enough. They voice be too quiet. Like they ain't got a voice or some shit. Like they scared. They want to follow the bandwagon. They want everybody to look at them and love them for something. Like, man, fuck that. The moment you get tired of, you feel me, trying to be loved or trying to get some type of, you feel me, like some clarification from other people or validation from somebody else that you that shit or that this is what you need to do, then you will be who the fuck you really truly need to be. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's what them boys doing. I think that's what his son them doing. Jay Prince ain't doing shit. He ain't talking about it. He ain't really standing up about it. He ain't standing no shit about it. You know, he allowing them boys to do what the fuck they want to do and fuck up his name and his legacy. And the FBI have been trying to get him for a while. All they've been doing was building a case, and his sons and them doing the thing. At the end of the day, man, you know, let's keep going.
Understand that, no, you know what? If we kill him at my club, it's gonna shine back on me. because the beef that me and Charleston White got on the internet. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is real life stuff. I can't see him doing that. Now, as far as like waiting for Charleston White to leave and all that old type of stuff, possibility. But as far as like, hey man, y'all go there, y'all make him apologize, and then y'all shoot at him, try to kill him, I don't see it. Maybe y'all can, and I'm not trying to defend Jay Prince or none of that type of stuff. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't see him doing nothing like that. But however, if he did, that's foolish. If James Prince sent one of his right-hand men, like Charleston White said, or sent somebody there to check Charleston White and try to make Charleston White apologize and intimidate Charleston White, and when that don't work, they shoot at Charleston White, he's a fool. He's foolish for that right there. Knowing what Charleston White is going to do, what he's doing right now, talking about putting the FBI on James Prince. So I just don't see it. Now, y'all get in the comments, y'all tell me if y'all believe it or not. I just don't believe that he would do something like that. Now, since all this done went down, Charleston White done went crazy again. Talking about the man mama, talking about he want the man to commit a homosexual act on him, and you know, that's all Jay Prince can do and all this old type of stuff. I'm talking about like real disrespectful. You know, and according to what I've been hearing though, besides the Jay Prince stuff, what I've been hearing is that Charleston White just was disrespectful at the birthday party. And he was saying things out his mouth that caused some people at the birthday party to get upset at him. And this is what I'm talking about. Check it out.
Our lies in the booth. If you can't start at the bottom of the political process, you can't wait 4 years to try to elect your president to have power. Power starts right here. You don't know nobody in the city that can get a white elected official to come down to talk to a bunch of drunk niggas that won't even listen. They won't even listen. You can't get nobody in the city that'll get a white elected official that'll come talk to a bunch of drunk niggas who won't even listen. They ain't even stop talking. So the next time you have one of these events, you gotta take the drunk niggas out of the mix. Right. Because the drunk niggas that's still talking while the political process is talking, they don't go to the polls. The niggas that's still talking right now, these gonna be the same niggas complaining when we go back to slavery. They gonna vote us back to slavery. Why? Because we don't have permanent rights. Say, drunk niggas. All the drunk niggas, listen up. 33% of your kids in Houston cannot read on or above 8th grade.
What I'm hearing is when he started disrespecting the brothers that was there, that would cause them so-called or drunk niggas that was there to get on him. Because he's not singling one person out. He's talking to the multitude of men that is there. You understand what I'm saying? And if they happen to be drinking or whatever, they at a bar. You see? But the worst person that you want to talk to or disrespect is a drunk brother. You see? Because he's not thinking right. He's intoxicated.
See? That's the problem right there. The brother drunk, the drunk brother. Why in the fuck the brother always drunk? Why do the brother always gotta be drunk? That ain't the worst problem. The worst problem ain't talking to a drunk brother. The fucking worst problem is the brother always drunk. That's the worst problem. The brother is always drunk. You want to tell me, and if this brother always drunk, you ain't got no time to try to heal your brother? No time to help your brother. No time to put videos out there to uplift your brother, you know, help your brother get on the right track. You feel me? Not really many people out here can do that, I see. I mean, nowadays people, they scared to talk to you. They scared to walk past you and even, you feel me? They scared to even introduce themselves to you. And to me, that'd be the craziest thing. Because you never know what that little introduction can do. That little introduction possibly can save that person's life. You never know what that person could be going through. You never know which miles and journeys that person walked through, or even if that person trying to, you know what I'm saying, shapeshift their life back into the right direction or whatever the case may be. But like he just said, that's the problem. When I see brothers always out there and they always drunk, they always over the top wasted, they always like, gang, get your mind right. You feel me? You got to get your mind right. That's the scariest thing, to always be to always be off your square, to always be out of your mind just from some drug because you running from every problem that you face in the life, gang. That's one of the worstest things that, you feel me, that you just want to feel every day. Some days you want to wake up and just be excited, you know, to breathe and to have another day to live. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, Charleston was speaking, you know, and it's mighty funny that they took that speech or whatever he was saying offensive, but nigga, y'all talk like that to each other in the hood every day. Oh, bitch, what up, bitch? Oh, bitch, you got me fucked up, bitch. Oh, bitch, let me get some of that lean, bitch. Like, you niggas talk like that to each other every day, regularly. Women and men alike. And at the end of the day, y'all be thinking that's cool, like that lingo cool to, you feel me, disrespect each other on the sly side. Like, no, none of that is cool. You feel me? None of that is cool. None of that is look upable, because at the end of the day, all we doing is showing our children, look, this is good to get caught this. This is all right. This is okay to be caught this by certain people. Now, some of them people get to using those slangs and slurs just because they really feel like that about you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a scary sight. And at the end of the day, I feel like not many of y'all care about that. Not many of y'all really care to switch that either. Not many of y'all care to, you know, address that. And that's one of the biggest elephants in the room, of the black culture room. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. I definitely can't. You know, I'm gonna let them keep going though.
He'll knock you down in front of everybody and don't give a damn about it until he wake up sober in the county jail. But, you know, from the reports that I'm getting, they said that, you know, those guys down there wasn't even messing with Charleston White. They wasn't even saying nothing to Charleston White while he was there in J. Prince Club. But once he got on the microphone talking crazy, the way he talked, drunk niggas and all that, that's what got some people mad. You see? And once he did that, all they need now is an excuse to push up on him, and they pushed up on him. And that's what made him flee in that car, the way we seen him fleeing early on in this video. Now, allow me to say this right here. Even though I don't agree with him disrespecting them brothers like that, he right. Don't nobody want to hear nothing about no drunk people, or don't nobody want to come in front of a multitude of drug addicts and drunk people and try to preach to them. But Charleston White was doing that. He was trying to preach to them about some political stuff. They getting high and drunk. They at the bar. They ain't trying to hear nothing about no political stuff. And so Charleston White got mad when he seen that he grabbed the mic and he expected the whole multitude to sit up there and be all attention like Charleston White got the mic. They ain't studying him. They still laughing, giggling, talking, drinking, smoking, everything. And that's what got him mad. That's when he got mad. That's when he want to start calling people drunk. That's when he want to start talking about people's children, saying that your kids can't read over a 8th grade. 33% of your kids can't read over a 8th grade level. So now you got to think about this. For one, we in the club, we drinking, we happy, we kicking it with our people. Charleston White grabbed a microphone, started disrespecting us, calling us drunk. Then not only that, he started disrespecting our kids. You see, whether it be the truth or not, we feeling disrespected. We drunk. And that's what caused them boys to get up on him. Now, whether J. Prince's name was brought into that when they got up on him, look, I don't know that much about him, right? But at the same time, I can understand that right there, because come on, man. Now, truth be told, he's not lying. You know, but that right, he's not lying about the 8th grade level reading. But that right there is a national thing, right? And that's dealing with Texas, you know, especially Houston, Texas. You know, they got, you know, a low grade level there. You know what I mean? And look, we need to get our reading levels up. I'm not a grade level, but our reading levels. We got to get our reading levels up. You see what I'm saying? And that's not just in Texas. That's throughout the United States of America. Everybody, not just black people, not just black people. Everybody, the national, I'm talking about everybody is reading at an 8th grade level. You see? So yeah, now don't just point it at our kids and try to make us look like everybody, which I mean, like I said before, I don't care about what everybody else got going on. Look, we as a people, as African Americans, we need to get our reading levels up. European Americans, Latin Americans, Asian Americans, Native Samoans, we got to get our reading levels up because that is a national thing, not a black thing. Now, before I depart, allow me to say this right here.
Hold up. First off, how you don't care what nobody else doing out there, but you talking about the people here, we, Americans. Everybody is one, gang. OG, everybody is one, OG. We all is one. We got to care about each other. We got to work on the same scale, my nigga. Everybody in the planet, fuck you talking about. I mean, no disrespect to you, OG. I'm just saying, though, at the end of the day, man, all this matters. All this matters, man. It does. It does. And you know what's even crazier is everybody do find that separation line and separate themselves on it. They do. That's not real. We got to stop that right there. We got to start putting belief back into that everybody is one. Once we start learning to take care of each other, gang, all around the world, not just in this country, in America, because first off, they fucking us the hardest, OG. They fucking us the hardest. And we the dumbest because that's why ain't nobody ever gonna try to come together with us because we can't even come together ourselves, OG. That's what make it bad. That's what make it bad. You know what I'm saying? It does. That's what make it bad, man. Like at the end of the day, some people, they probably got the wrong narrative of us or the wrong narrative of the world, you know. Gang, you gotta look at your soul. You gotta look at your soul. We all is one, my nigga. Until the day we start working together like that, we start functioning like that. You feel me? Won't nothing get greater because we got one country versus the next. We got one person versus the next. We got one color versus the next, and everything is a shame. Everything is in shambles. And at the end of the day, we don't want nothing in shambles, gang. You gotta understand that, like, we are trying to create generational wealth, and we all know that it's a certain few out there that will not allow us to do so. But if that's what we are trying to do, you better believe it can be done. For each other, with each other. You know what I'm saying? For each other, with each other, and using each other's resources. You better believe it can be done. You understand me? But other than that, man, I don't know. That's my time, gang. I'm finna get up out of here. Look, I love y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all keep y'all head straight. Y'all stay safe. Fly straight, man. You feel me? Teach if you can. Teach everybody that's uneducated, you feel me? And I don't mean by school, wise, and books, gang. You got to teach them wisdom. You got to teach them discernment. You got to teach them intuition. You got to teach them inner feeling. You understand what I'm saying? I love y'all. I am you, man.